I'm Larry.
I'm Kelly, and we're the proud owners of ADV 008. We would like to tell you a little bit about our purchasing experience. We live in Kentucky, and Larry just kept saying we need to go check these trucks out, and I was very skeptical, but I agreed. So we drove to Nashville, caught a flight, flew to Michigan, to Detroit, and rented a car and went over to Hal and checked out ADV Mobil's headquarters. And it was a wonderful experience. Mike and the team, Mike met us and introduced us to the team. They showed us all around. They had various trucks going. They had one truck that was ready to be picked up. They had a couple they were in the process of building, along with some conversion vans. And each employee just walked us through what they were doing, whether if it was the electrical or the wiring or the plumbing. Everybody has their own little forte that they work on. And ADV 008 was already built. They used it to take to shows. Mm-hmm. And Mike suggested that we take it for a test drive, and I was still very skeptical.
Yeah.
And so we were looking for something high quality, comfortable to drive, comfortable to ride in.
Factory support. We were looking for not only just the purchase, but if we had a question later on, somebody that we could reach out to and that could answer our questions.
Yes. And so Larry and I and Mike took it for a test drive, and Larry,
I was done.
He was done. He was sold.
I mean, Mike kind of walked me through what Liquid Springs was all about, the suspension, because once again, that was kind of one of our deals. It had to ride good. It had to drive great, because there was a lot of the country that we've never seen, and we wanted to be able to get there and get back and enjoy it while we were out there. And the Liquid Springs was absolutely amazing. And that was one of the things that we had to have, was something that drove good and factory support, and that just rode great. And it absolutely checked those boxes.
So when we got back after test driving, I still was on the fence, but we just kind of walked back through by ourselves the different trucks that they had going on, and the one that was completed, and 008. And we just kind of sat in 008 and talked and said, okay, if we both were needing to check emails, could we both sit in here and do such, and kind of pictured us camping in it. And by that afternoon I was sold, and we made the decision by 008. But then after we made the decision, we still had some other decisions to complete. It was not 100% completed, so we had some decisions to make on the type of air conditioner, the outside lighting, and some of the other features that you could add, but you didn't have to add.
And they would kind of walk us through which ones that you need to make a decision on right now, and which ones you can come back later on. Once again, we had a budget we were sticking to, and we had to kind of stick to that. And so they would go, and you need to make a decision on this, and this can wait. You can bring that back anytime, and that's exactly
what we did. So we finished the things that were necessary. So they finished those up, and we got the truck. And
our first trip
was just a few weeks after we got the first truck.
Yeah.
So we got our truck, and we made our first trip, and we went to Gulf Shores. And since then, we've been to 12 states, up into Canada. And to be honest, we've never looked back. It's been a wonderful experience. We've taken it back to Michigan to have some additional things added.
Yep. We, you wanted an outdoor kitchen and an outdoor refrigerator, and for convenience, and just to be able to continue to do those things outside. And they engineered a great outdoor kitchen for us on the Hydralift, and which is the motorcycle lift. It goes on there. Our bikes go on top of it, and just did a great job. And
it looks phenomenal, and it functions phenomenal.
Oh, it is great. And so that's and we have other things that we now that we've used it for 20 months and 12 states later, there's a few little things that we look forward to taking the truck back to have a few of those little nuances added just for our convenience, and kind of go from there. And I guess one of the things that I'll add is sometimes we don't know what we don't know. And so they were so good about coaching us up about the different things that you definitely kind of want to do this. Now that over there, you don't have to, but they were so good about coaching us up on those things.
Well, and they ask you what are your needs? Like, do you like to ski? Do you like to do this? Do you, you know?
Yeah.
And our big thing was we wanted a place to put our bikes. We like to, when we're
Yep.
camping, we like to be able to take a bike ride. And so we needed a place to haul those. And so that's when they decided that it would work on the lift, and it's been great.
It has been wonderful. And so people ask Kelly and I all the time about, hey, now that you've had your truck, now that you've got a lot of trips under your belt, what would you do different? And for us, we both agree that the only thing that we would do different is we would have done it sooner. If we would just do it sooner. So if you're in the phase where you're looking and everything, don't do what we did. Go ahead and do it sooner and start making those memories like we have.
Check them out. ADV Mobil, Howell, Michigan.